Welcome to this tutorial video on using SeeSaw activities and a Microsoft MakeCode code editor. In SeeSaw, you can create an activity for your classroom. We're going to create an activity, a coding activity using SeeSaw and the MakeCode from Microsoft editor. So let's go ahead and create a new activity. And this activity will just use the usual flow as adding a title. It's going to be a name tag using a microbit. And maybe some descriptions about, instructions about the activity. But a better place to put it is actually in the program. So while you're doing the activity, go to MakeCode and create a new project. That project is going to be your template that students will start from. So you can do all the changes you want, and that will be what the student start working from. In this case, I removed the default blocks and I added a comment that gives them clear instructions about what I want them to do. Scroll your name on the screen and wash your hands. All right. So once you've done that, you can give it a name and you can share it. Click on Publish Project, and you're going to get a URL where your project is stored. Click Copy, and come back to SeeSaw. In the Activity dialog, click on Add Multimedia Instructions or Example, and click on Link. Now paste the URL that you just received from MakeCode. This will be the starting point for students to start working, and it's pretty easy for them to find it. It's going to be a big button in the dialog. So we can save the activity and assign it to our single student in the classroom. We have one student, a fake student. All right, so now going back to SeeSaw, we can add a response and see how it works from a student perspective. So click on Unsample Student. I'm going to first look at the instructions. And this is what a student is going to see, including the big link I just created. So when the student clicks on the link, it takes them to this page. And this page is a rendering, is a view of your assignment. They can't edit it here, but they can click on Edit Code to start from here. And as you can see, your comment is there, the blocks are gone, so the student can do the work. And you didn't have to remember the URL of the editor. And once the work is done, student will click on Share, Publish Project, copy the link, go back to SeeSaw, and submit the link as a result of the activity. Now we can save it. Now, once this is done, you can continue your flow just as usual as you would do in SeeSaw. You can look at all the response created by the students. You can investigate each one of them. If you click on the link they submitted, you will also be taken to that view where you can see their code. You can also quickly run the code and see whether it works correctly. But you can also go back to editing the code and maybe add a comment. Maybe you want to add a pause here. And again, same process, share, publish project, copy, and going back to SeeSaw, you can add a comment in the flow of the assignment. And this is how you use activities in SeeSaw with a Microsoft MakeCode editor.